إنه من سليمان وإنه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. وكفى بالله الشهيدا. My name is Muhammad Izzuddin Loh bin Muhammad Ikram Loh. My metric number is 1210533. Today, I would like to present to you all about my communication theory task that I learned from KBE class from my lovely doctor, that is Dr. Irhab Ahmed Rauf Awais. My agenda today, I would like to introduce to you all about my Aristotle model theory. I will summarize the theory, authors, and approach the theory. Next, I will evaluate the theory and describe where the theory is at today using my research. And I will identify how the theory can be improved and disproved. Last but not least, I will conclude the Aristotle model of theory. Now, I will summarize the Aristotle's communication model theory. The Aristotle communication model theory is the widely accepted and the most common model of communication where the senders sends the information or a message to the receivers to influence them and make them respect and act accordingly. So Aristotle also a famous philosopher and scientist because he always give scientific writings and theory. So he contribute in the oldest mass communication model called Aristotle model communication theory, and his parents died while he was young, and he was most likely lives in his family's Stagira mansion. At the age of 70 years old, he was sent to the Athens to study at Plato's academies, not as a student only, but also as an instructor. He spent 20 years old create the theory and more scientific information, and then he was emerging with both admiration and criticism from his teacher's views, that is Plato. In 300 before Christ or before Common, Aristotle established an early model or oldest model in mass communication that primarily connected to public speaking and will function the audience in these settings. So this idea has impact a wide variety of different communication theories. For example, Aristotle's model of communication is formed with 5 elements. First, speakers. Second, speech. Third, occasions. Fourth, audience. And last is effect. In this communication theory, Aristotle had advised speakers to build speeches for different audience because there may audience in different times or occasions, and it was for different effects and impact. To start my third main point, I will start with the moral virtue, that is a middle ground between the extremes of failure and success from the moral virtue. Next, from the Aristotle theory, we can gain moral goodness, such as Aristotelian ethics that place a strong focus on an individual's characters. So, from this Aristotle's theory, who is benefits from this invention? So, it is mostly the benefits from this invention or evaluation is that the speakers that play an important role in public speaking. So the speakers must prepare his speech and analyze to the audience and analyze the audience needs before and after he enters the stage. Why? This is because the public speaker's words should influence the audience mind. So Aristotle's theory are good in our education today, and it will evaluating the contemporary significance of his philosophy of education today. Next, we go to the explanation of Aristotle's theory in reality today. Everything in this world, according to Aristotle, is form of matter, shape, substance, and structure, and changes in them are the consequences of the organism in attempting to attain its potential. For example, when the male or the female produce sexually. So the mother will supplies the matter and the father will offers the soul. So in this explanation, we can know about the education that should attempt to cultivate moral character. Also, we can know about the intellectual virtues that are the character attributes such as being able to evaluate and being able to judge the truth of the matter and knowing the nature of the things. From my observation, how can the theory disprove? It can be disproved because it has two disadvantages from my observation. So, first, the theory relies on experience. It is inaccurate since experience varies from person to person. For example, the person cannot be sure that every person's chairs look the same. So another disadvantage is that maybe things don't exist for a reason and some things happen by chance. For example, Bertrand Russell said the universe is just here and that's all. So that was how we talk about the theory can also be disproved. Alright, now we go to how the theory or Aristotle communication theory can be improved. So we have to know about how people reacted to our invention. One of the advantage of the Aristotle communication theory is it can be defended since it consists. Second, it can be powerful in contrast because it consists with Plato's form, which is the physical world are not measurable. And others than that, it can cause the extended as an explanation of events that happen inside the universe, such as speakers, occasions, and others than that. And last but not least, there are no facts that refuse to claim in such a way that not much of oppositions. In conclusion, Aristotle model theory will contribute in the societal ideas, fuller awareness of moral and cultivation of a personal moral character. So all of us have our own choice to apply or reject it. So the best hope is to hope in Allah, not in creatures. My name is Muhammad Izzuddin Loh. My metric number is 1210533. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.